we're going to be looking at combining like terms here. An algebraic expression is a collection of real numbers, variables, grouping symbols, and operation symbols. So let's look at some examples. 5x squared plus x minus 7. We've got 4 by itself. It's just a number. 1/3 xy minus 5/7 is an algebraic expression. And then finally, negative 7 times the quantity x minus 2 is an algebraic expression. In this example, 5x squared plus x minus 7, the terms of the expression are separated by addition. There are 3 terms in the example. They are 5x squared, x, and negative 7. The coefficient of a variable term is the real number factor. The first term here has a coefficient of 5. The second term has a coefficient of 1. We don't write it, but it's always there. If I say x, I mean 1x. The last term is negative 7. It's subtracting 7, but it's the same thing as adding negative 7. Negative 7 is called a constant because there is no variable in the term. Okay, like terms. Like terms always have the same variable raised to the same power. The idea is that the variable part of the term must be identical for them to be like. I've got a bunch of examples for you. These two, 5x and negative 14x, are paired together because they both have x raised to the first power. When there's no power, it's 1. Here you have negative 6.7 xy, x and y together, and let's say that should have had a decimal, 0.2 xy. Those have the same variables, so they're paired together. Unlike terms, 5x and 8y, they have different letters. Negative 3x squared and times y and 8xy squared. They have the same letters, but the variables are not raised to the same powers. X is squared here and not there. X is squared here and not there. The variable factors are not identical. Identifying pairs of like terms is not always required. If you identify like terms and add their coefficients, then you can simplify any expression you find. So I have 4x plus 7y minus x plus 5y. I'm going to identify the like terms. I'm going to put them in order next to each other. 4x minus x, 7y plus 5y. Which 4x minus x is just 3x, 7y plus 5y is just 12y. So that's the final answer to what this is when it's simplified. Here's another example. Using that same method, we can use this big example to collect like terms. I'm going to reorder them. I'm going to put the 4x squared and the 12x squared together. I'm going to put the plus 4x and the minus 3x together. I'm going to put the minus 13y. Do you see anything else with 13y? Any y's here? No. That's going to be by itself. And 3 is the only constant. So those two are together. Those two are together. This is just hanging out, and that's hanging out too. These two terms will stay the same because they have nothing alike. So 4x squared plus 12x squared is 16x squared. 4x minus 3x is x. And the other two, again, just stay the same.